He was my comfort. Me.
They gather
My God is everywhere.
and sing on Garrett Avenue
I believe it. God said it.
in early Mother's Day gift for Miss Johnson. But these are not her children.
Jonah was my only child. He was 17 years old, his first year of college.
She keeps Jonah's image close to her
It was
heart.
19 years ago on Mother's Day.
1998, Jonah was one of the 314 people killed in Baltimore City.
Lord, I thank you for placing him in all of our lives.
Yes.
And even though he is gone, he will never be forgotten.
Yes, Lord.
They pray now in hopes of catching Jonah's killer.
It's still a deep hole still in my heart, and it will continue to be in my heart until I meet him again.
Jonah is one of Baltimore City homicide's cold cases.
And I asked them, what is a cold case? And they were saying, you know, when they don't really have a lead or when they have tried to do the best that they could.
As cliche as it may sound, the first 48 hours is the key time of any investigation.
For the first time, Captain Christopher Jones of the Baltimore City Homicide Unit opens up about cases that have grown cold over the years.
Just because a family doesn't hear anything for years, that's not synonymous with the fact that nothing's happening in those cases.
A half a dozen detectives are devoted to the unsolved cases where witnesses and clues have led to dead ends.
The oldest case we have that I'm aware of is often referred to as the pink sweater case. It's a case from November 9th of 1954.
The body of 14-year-old Carolyn Wazalewski, or Carolyn Wells, was found near railroad tracks in northwest Baltimore. She was wearing a pink sweater.
They reduced it to handwriting as they took the interviews, and then they would reduce it to typing.
Her life and death story have been reduced to these piles of papers, which have tattered over time from detectives' hands thumbing through the evidence.
As it's really tedious.
Half a century later, Carol's killer is still not been caught.
In 1954, this was treated as a red ball, so they interviewed a lot of people in connection to this case. They were just never able to solve it.
On average, less than 40% of murder cases are solved each year. Still, the cold case squad has had its share of successes, primarily due to new technology.
What we're looking for in the serology lab can be either blood.
At the homicide lab on the 5th floor of the police headquarters, in the past decade, DNA has become crucial to solving cases.
In any of those areas, that's what we'll circle and then mark and send for testing.
Even old evidence can be tested with new technology.
There is visible areas that look to be suspected blood.
We ask that you would just stop the violence, God, just immediately, God.
Now Miss Johnson is praying for the same justice for her child.
Thank you so very much. I really appreciate it. Everybody give God a hand. Give God a hand. Because God is so awesome.
As her friends leave, the sun rises higher and her loneliness sets in.
You know, I cry, and I cry a lot alone because I don't want to worry anyone. And I don't want to, you know, get anyone or ask anyone to, you know, feel sorry for me. But it hurts so bad that sometimes I want to talk to someone.
Miss Johnson finds herself by the same sidewalk where her son took his last breath.
I just ask if anyone have heard anything, seen anything, please come forward and call the police department. And I would really, really appreciate it from the bottom of my heart.
In Northwest Baltimore, Kathleen Cairns, Fox 45 News.